Hey guys, and welcome to the 9th annual Billy D'Antonio Summer Classic, coming to you live virtually from San Francisco. We got Will in Chicago and Chaz in Rochester, New York.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey everybody.
All right. Well, right off the bat, we want to give a big thanks and say how much we appreciate the support from all our donors, all our sponsors, and all of you that are tuning in right now. We really couldn't do it without you. Over the last number of years you guys have turned out, we've raised close to $400,000 for the students of Nativity, and it's just a great tribute to all the impact that Billy's had, the great work that Nativity is doing, and honestly the generosity of all of you guys. So first off, the three of us, on behalf of the entire committee, just want to say thanks very much. We just really appreciate it. And we want to thank some people that are integral to our success internally. First off, we've got to thank the moms, Cathy D'Antonio and Pat McDonald. They do a tremendous amount of work. They're truly the unsung heroes of this thing, all behind the scenes making it happen. We'd also like to thank Jackie D'Antonio, Joey D'Antonio, and then the great staff at Nativity. We got James, the principal. President, excuse me. We've got Paula, the head of development, and we've got Jillian, and we also have our IT guy, Doug, who just does a great job putting this together. Speaking of IT, we found out about 3 minutes ago that Facebook is having intermittent outages today. So if there's any issues with the live stream, it's not you, it's us. And I am assured by Doug that it maybe will cut in and out, but hopefully it'll go off without a hitch. And if you see any glitches or anything, just bear with us. With that being said, we just again want to welcome you guys. Hopefully next year we'll be able to celebrate with everybody in person in Rochester, but we had a tremendous amount of turnout by way of donations. We've got a tremendous amount of people looking at the live stream right now, kind of paying attention to our program. And we had a bunch of you golf virtually. So with that being said, we want to kick things off by sending it over to someone who is near and dear to my heart, the real Tom D'Antonio, my dad and my mom, who got a little message for you guys. So again, thank you so much for being here. And Doug, let's kick it over to Tom and Kath.
Good afternoon. Kathy and I'd like to welcome you to the 9th annual Billy D Summer Tournament. I would like to send a special thank you to the committee, Tommy, Will, Jackie, Chaz, and their supporters who have done so much to put this together, both this year and in prior years. The school, thanks to the efforts of James and his team, have been able to meet in person with the students every day from the beginning of the school year to the end. Quite a remarkable feat during this extraordinary year. We have raised, through your collective efforts and your generous support, more than $400,000, which Nativity needs badly. It's a lifeline for Nativity to provide the programming and the support that it needs to provide for its students. So, we hope you enjoy yourselves. We hope you are able to open up your hearts and your wallets generously as we embark on this 9th annual tournament. We also very much look forward to the 10th annual tournament to be held next year in person at Shadow Lake in Rochester on August 6th of 2022. So, hit them straight, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you.
Thank you both for taking care of this for us. And I'm actually in the D'Antonio household right now, celebrating we have about 20 people here. We stayed strong, but I would like to transition to somebody who does not need an introduction, although I will give him one. He's brought the juice, brought the energy. He brought an injection of excitement and energy to the classic, to Nativity. Everybody's excited to have him. And most of you know his name, but I will go with it. He's the president of Nativity, James Smith.
Well, thank you, Tom, Kathy, for that wonderful opening. And like you mentioned, here we are at the 9th annual Billy D Classic. And I think about this year, Tom and Kathy talked about it. The 5-day in-person instruction, unbelievable. But let's go back. So for my friends who are joining me again, Remember we talked about last year, this monumental moment in time where the world was on fire and we're trying to figure out how to provide safe education for some dynamic and wonderful families looking for a different path, right? And this event last year, the 8th, was the starter. It was the firecracker. It was the igniter of what happened this year. The record-setting goal last year, we succeeded, we passed it, we surpassed it in so many ways. People at home, my returning friends, you made this happen. My new friends, you guys are going to help us set a new record. Now, Tom mentioned $400,000 to providing educational equity to some of the most powerful young people in the Rochester region. And here we are, after graduating the largest class in our history to their first choice high school. Now, let's talk about some data, friends. 97% of our students are graduating from high school. 80% of our students are graduating from a 2 or 4 year college. Think about that. Think about the other data points we have in our region. And think about the hope that you're pouring into these students. So now I join you again. So our returning friends and our new friends, here we are, 9th annual, with an opportunity to light this candle once again, to ignite the fires of hope for every student that's returning, for our new students joining us this fall, and our alumni, now over 116 of them in the community, either freshman year at high school or postgraduate work and in the workforce. You are making this a reality. You are making this journey a possibility for so many. So I thank you all for this day. I know Tom said hit it straight, I can't, but listen, get out there, have fun, enjoy each other, laugh and love, but realize that what you're doing today and over this time period is changing lives for the better. You are helping to impact the next leader of Nativity, the next leader of our community. This is a beautiful thing, and I can't thank you, but also I can't wait to see you for the 10th annual, like Tom mentioned. Thank you again for everything that you are doing for us and for our families. We are a partnership beyond belief. Together, anything is possible when you put passion and power in the same space. You are making this happen. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, James. And as you know, and as you can tell, James is a hard act to follow, but I'll try my best here. Many people know the Billy D and Nativity Prep connection, of course, with Billy teaching at Nativity after graduating from John Carroll. But what most of you might not know is that Nativity has Billy within its DNA, and the students celebrate him every single year. Nativity hosts a Billy D Day each year, and there's an annual honor, the Billy D'Antonio Living the Dream Award. So now we're going to segue to what I would consider the most important part of the entire show, and that's to one of Nativity's most recent graduates and the 2021 winner of the Living the Dream Award. I'd like to introduce to you Jocelyn Kirkland, who has a few words she'd like to share on behalf of Nativity and the Billy D Summer Classic.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn Kirkland. I am a 2021 graduate of Nativity Preparatory Academy, and I am pleased to tell you about the connection between Billy D'Antonio and Nativity Preparatory Academy. William D'Antonio, known as Mr. D, spent just 1 year as an AmeriCorps intern teacher here at Nativity Prep, but the impact he had on the students in its school continues to be remembered and respected. While I never met Mr. D, I learned about him during my time at Nativity. I learned that Mr. D was far more than a teacher. He was also a mentor, coach, and friend. He is fondly described as selfless, caring, and having a great sense of humor. Mr. D is also remembered as a man who truly cared for his family, friends, and students. Mr. D lived each day as an example to others. Each year, Nativity has a Billy D Day near the end of the school year that includes a community service project. For the past 3 years, for Billy D Day, we have done a neighborhood cleanup project collecting trash throughout the South Wedge to beautify the neighborhood of our school. We then gather in his honor on the school's lawn beside the Billy D tree. We sing, we pray, and we remember our blessings. And each year, one graduating 8th grader wins the Billy D Livin' the Dream Award. As the student who exemplifies living every day with a sense of purpose, patience, good humor, and a commitment to service. I am honored to say that as an 8th grader, I won the Billy D. Living the Dream Award. I am now a rising freshman at Our Lady of Mercy and a member of Speranza Institute. I feel privileged to have won this award, and I am committed to achieving my goals and dreams in gratitude. Thank you.
All right, and thanks to Jocelyn, and congratulations again on receiving that award. I know you're going to do great things in the future. And Jocelyn's just one example of these tremendous students that we have at Nativity, and they do great things while they're there, and also they do great things afterwards. And that leads me to introduce our next presenter. Her name's Meredith Smith, and she's the Director of Graduate Support over at Nativity, and she's going to explain a little bit about how Nativity supports its students once they leave its walls, and the great things that Nativity graduates are up to these days. With that, Meredith, take it away.
Hello, my name is Meredith, and I serve as the Director of Graduate Support at Nativity. I am here tonight to share with you some of the highlights from our graduate successes over the past few years, as well as to shed light on some of the programming that is only possible thanks to your support and the many ways in which the whole Nativity community so lovingly ensures our graduates have the tools they need in high school, college, and beyond. This year's high school seniors, the Nativity class of 2017, had 11 members. Of those 11 students, 5 will be attending 4-year private universities, 2 at the University of Rochester, 2 at Rochester Institute of Technology, and 1 at Canisius College. Additionally, 1 will be attending a 4-year public university, Buffalo State, and 3 will be attending Monroe Community College, 1 in a guaranteed 2+2 program with RIT. That accounts for 9 of our 11 8th grade graduates, a rate nearly 3 times the national average. We are so proud of all of them, but we know that they are where they are on account of not only their own hard work, of which there was much, but also on account of the support they received from Nativity along the way. All 9 of the graduates in the Rochester area who will be attending college this fall were involved in Nativity's graduate support program this past academic year. The best part of my job, undeniably, is having a front row seat as these young people grow into young adults ready to take on the world. We are so grateful to have partners in mission who support the growing needs of our program. Now, with 10 classes having graduated, we have over 115 graduates in our graduate support program. Each year, we will continue to graduate 15 to 20 young adults in need of support financially, academically, and socially as they navigate the challenges that come with high school and college. Thank you all for being here tonight to bear witness to the immense potential of these young people. If you have not gotten involved with our programming beyond this incredible event, I invite you to reach out and visit our school, listen to our graduates, or volunteer to be a mentor. I am confident that you will find you learn just as much wisdom and insight from them as I know they will from you. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you for that, Meredith. That was fantastic. Here's the thing. We all talk about Billy and the impact that he had on us. But what's most important, or at least in other parts that's important for us, are the sponsors. You guys have been with us from day one. We have some people that just donated today for the first time. Money's still rolling in. And I was on Facebook a few days ago, and I saw that one of the students at Nativity is going to law school. And if that does not speak about the impact that you guys have had, all of our corporate sponsors, if it's been $1, if it's been whatever the number may be, it's been a huge impact, not just to us, but you're making an impact on people's lives. So I think that I just want to personally thank you guys on behalf of the entire committee, Tommy, Will, the Antonio family, and Nativity for your continued contributions. Next year, I think we're going to have some fun because we're in person, and give you guys a little bit more of a celebratory thank you. But I just want to share one thing that we do have here for next year as well. For those of us who want to join live, hopefully that's the plan, to where we can have more sponsorships and raffles as well. Stay tuned to it. And next, we have some competition results. So I'll hold it up one more time for you for Will, virtually. Here you go. I will pass the torch over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking pretty shiny. Thanks for that, Chaz. And again, thank you to all the sponsors who donate so generously every single year, year in and year out. You make all the difference in the world. So without further ado, we will do the presentation of the cup. And the winners of the 9th annual Billy D'Antonio Summer Classic, shooting a 9 under par, are Catherine Pluta, Jared Clement, Mark Tartar, and Evan Galena. So congratulations to that foursome. Your name will now live on the cup for eternity. And also what we want to do right now is transition and formally acknowledge all of our sponsors with a little bit of a presentation via slideshow. So Doug, if you wouldn't mind kicking that off. Thanks so much.
everyone. Thanks so much for everyone who submitted raffle tickets and everyone who just contributed in general to this year's tournament. We're excited to be here and we're excited to, see you guys again next year, hopefully in person. So without further ado, I will take it away with the raffle winners. Again, it was a competitive field this year, particularly for the Yeti, but for all. First up is the Furla. And Alex Evans is the winner of the Furla. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Nespresso, so you can get your buzz on in the morning, is Phil DiPasquale. So yay, Phil, you're on. And Yeti, the big ticket item, drum roll, and Tim Dorr. Woo! Thanks, well.
Congratulations.
Yay. Thanks to everyone again for coming out this year. See you next year.
Thanks, Jackie.
You're welcome.
All right, and welcome back. We hope you guys enjoyed the credits, but this is kind of like in the movies when they have a little, little teaser for next year. So first off, we want to say thank you very much to everybody for your support, not just today, but over the past number of years. It's kind of an amazing accomplishment. The three of us have just been like reflecting back, and to have been doing this for almost 10 years at this point seems surreal. We've got so much that we can give to Nativity, and it's really not possible without all of you. So again, we want to say thank you very much. And we want to have you circle a date on your calendars, which is next year, August 6th, 2022. It's the Saturday, first Saturday in August, as always. We will be once again, hopefully in person at Shadow Lake. We've got the course booked. So hopefully everything will work out and we will be in person with you guys next year. But again, we want to say thank you very much. We want to thank the committee for all their hard work. There's a lot of people, like we said, that go into doing this. It's not just the three of us, and we really, really appreciate it. So Chaz, Will, I'll let you guys sign off. But for me, I really just so thankful to everybody, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, thanks everybody for another great year of sponsorship and donations and impact. Definitely excited for the 10th annual in person.
Hi guys, I guess I'll finish it off here. I think the most important thing that we all kind of learned over this 9 years or so is doing is giving is receiving. It's one thing that my mom has always said. And when you do give, you feel good, you make a difference in people's lives, you impact families, and nothing is more important than that. So anybody who's contributed to the Classic in any way or helped us along the way over the last 9 years, we are grateful. And we look forward to seeing you on August 6th, 2022 for the 10th anniversary. Thank you, guys.